welcome back to another inflatable review. Today we've got the
10-foot Kangaroo.
Lowe's Holiday Time 10-foot Kangaroo and Baby Kangaroo.
Oh yeah, Roo's on there. Roo's.
And Candy Cane.
Can't call it a Roo.
And Rob got his copyright striked.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
what
is on the top of the box? That doesn't look safe. You sure this is a new one? Oh, it is a new one.
Looks pretty new.
New and packaged. Watching Ben try not to cut himself while he cuts it. What are you doing? I don't think that's the way you're supposed to use it. This is kind of comical.
Tape is indestructible is what we're learning. Look at that. And the instructions were undamaged.
Stop. Put that... That's not how you... Ben, stop. That's misbehaving.
We took care of the instructions.
Oh, he doesn't even hit the cord with that.
Hey, we're unboxing over here.
You see, and it just chunked out a piece of us. It just chunked out a piece of the asphalt.
Good, I'm sharpening it.
Idiot.
You didn't even look at the box.
Oh,
I mean, it's 10 foot tall. It's got a barcode. I don't know how much good that barcode would be, but... Anyways, come over here. Oh, we forgot to tell them to like, subscribe, and comment.
Oh yeah, like, subscribe, and comment below.
Oh, and look at that. We found a steak pack. I see 4 metal and 4 plastic.
4 metal, 4 plastic.
Yeah.
Perfect combination. You missed.
Oops.
All right, you gotta see what kind of
now
fan.
we gotta dig
Careful.
it down to the fan,
Careful.
which is... Look at that. Foldable legs. Excuse me, Mr. Zipper. Do you mind opening? Oh.
Can you see it, or you have
Yeah,
to
we
do
can,
that?
actually. We got a YF80.
Another 80? That was the same one we had last time.
I swear to God, that's the most common fan we have.
Maybe.
Well, so if we fold out the legs here,
Yeah.
pretty
This
sharp.
one, because of the weight, it might stand itself up completely on its own.
It should.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
I've got the,
Oh, about to I gotta get back up a little bit so
I've
it's
got the
ready.
fan set up for success.
It is set up for success. Plug it in whenever you're ready.
Oh. Aha.
Oh, lights.
Being our holiday home studio still has power.
Yes. I don't know if they can hear you when you talk over there, though. I think they probably can.
They can.
You said being our holiday home studio has power still. Is that the
That's
tail?
why
Is
you
that the
need
tail?
yes.
The first.
That's why
Blown up.
we would appreciate your likes and comments. Is to
If
keep
this
the power.
does go up on its own, I have a feeling it's gonna be sideways.
Probably.
So far.
It's gonna fall in its face.
I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna stand itself up. Oh, it might. It's gonna be questionable whether it
Let's think about
stands
it.
up or whether it falls over.
Nope.
Oh, it's going up. It's going up. No, no, no.
It's going up. Let it cook. I just realized it's sideways.
It is. So well, don't touch it till it's up all the way. I'm gonna see if it makes it all the way.
Big tail.
That is a big tail. Oh, it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. 10 foot tall is gonna make it all the way up on its own. Wow. All right.
What is that noise?
The fan.
I hear a light bulb buzzing somewhere.
Oh, there we go. Turn that. I can't
Still
get.
tugging?
I can't get the whole thing in the screen.
Are you supposed to be lower? I feel like you're supposed to be lower.
Holy cow! Look at this pouch.
Yeah, it's an actual pouch. Look at that.
All right,
Talk
this is
about
pretty.
the big tail.
Look at this big tail. Well, that's the counterweight to keep it from falling over.
Takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. Well, but you can put another inflatable next to it, probably. All right. Here's a tether. Tether at the top, about 5 feet up, about halfway
I
up,
don't know.
and
I feel
there's
like
a
I
tether.
didn't expect it to be this big.
Tether on this side, about 5 feet up, and then the base. Did it have anything other than just?
We've got the zipper.
Was there any tethers at the bottom
No.
of its little feet? I mean, the feet are literally off the ground.
What it was.
Holy cow. Is there anything touching around other than just the fan, the 4 base?
Maybe.
Oh, this is leaning over. This one's leg is on the
It's a little
ground.
lopsided. Like
So it's leaning just a hair. All right, we got to get a close-up of the kangaroo baby.
it's a Joey.
Yeah, oh, you're smarter than me. I didn't know. You're right, that's what
Why
they're
is
called.
your scarf?
The scarf is a little
Whatever.
cockeyed.
I don't care.
His little pouch is sewed on to the baby.
You can see the babies.
Is it physically attached?
Whoop, whoop.
You want to do your poof test?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Oh, is that light supposed to be up that high? I don't know. But as we can see, it's a little goofy. Weirdly goofy.
All right. Let's get it before you go back there. Let's get a close up of its face so
Yeah,
that
you
people
can
can
see.
see the
There's
texture.
one light up there. There looks like a light that's supposed to be further down.
The light is like right at nose level, and then this light is right in the neck. That just doesn't
like
seem right. But this light actually seems about the. Well, no, this light's directly behind the Joey. I don't know if it should be higher or lower, but.
Hang on. Back it up. I'm gonna look in its ass real quick. So as you can see, it's really fighting me. Too bad. I win. Let's see if the cord's tangled. Negative. Come on. I'm setting you back up. I'm setting you back up. I'm lifting you up. Wow. It's still leaning sideways. Whoa.
Yeah, but it's a little right leaning, but actually it seems okay. If you stay, you can have it staked down exactly how you want it. But yeah, it's holding a can. It's got a scarf. So let's go over all the features.
Yeah.
It's got both Big Roo and Little Roo both have a scarf, and the Big Kangaroo is holding a candy cane to get ready for decorating for Christmas, and little baby Roo is inside Mama's pouch still. And the only thing I think would be cool. How easy would it be to remove?
Weirdly unenergetic review.
How easy would it be to remove the candy cane and make this an all year round? I mean, you can use this thing for Halloween. If we took off the red scarf and took off which would be easy, and take off that candy cane.
Got it.
You know what we could do? That candy cane is so small, we could probably wrap that in something like. We could almost make it look like a bone or something. Oh my gosh!
Rob's a freaking idiot. Don't mind him.
I'm making a Halloween. I want it to be a Halloween Roo.
No.
Do we have 2 kangaroos by chance?
Well, I mean.
To where we could steal one and make it a Halloween?
Yeah, I don't know how you're getting.
I mean, look at this.
Halloween from a cute kangaroo.
We can make it a scary kangaroo. All we gotta do is turn its.
Is our kangaroo retarded?
We could drip some blood from its
head
mouth.
is like straight up, and its body is sideways.
Well.
Your kangaroo's a little retarded.
Yeah, because when you were holding it, when you were trying to pull their head down, the whole head came down that side.
I'm thinking that the light string might be too tight. I don't
know.
I'm thinking that's it.
Maybe.
Because that would kind of relieve the pressure, and it would go from butt to. Because the string would pull it down from.
You know what the candy cane is missing? Micro lights. Red micro lights representing the little cane twirls. It would just make it look cooler.
So we're going to just assume that every other kangaroo is perfect because I've seen displays.
Why are the 2 arms uneven? Are they designed that way on purpose, or do we have something caught?
Yeah, they are. Weirdly. They're weirdly similar.
Yeah, but they don't sit quite the same. So, I don't know. Pretty cool, but there are some minor little... It's like it's shifted. It's like the whole candy cane is like shifted. I wonder if that's what's causing him, because his arms are shifted to his left, and he leans to the left. I wonder if that's why.
Pretty sure it's light string.
Could be. Anyway, all right, what do we have to talk about? Kangaroo.
This one out.
The 2 kangaroos have basically the exact same face, which is kind of cool. They both have ears, eyebrows, and eyes look similar. The Little Roo's nose might be slightly different shape, and their smile is fairly similar, but maybe slightly different.
The pouch is pretty cool.
I do like the pouch.
I like that you can see the belly sticking through the pouch.
I do, and I also like that the pouch looks, because it's almost like loose, that the pouch, I don't know what you tell me, zoom in. like the rest of the inflatable, the air blows it out like to where it's solid, but then the pouch is all wrinkly because it lacks that pressure on it. It's literally doesn't have air pressure. The only big problem that I see with that, check the bottom, man. Is there somewhere empty for the water to drip out? Because it's gonna, when it rains, that thing will just fill with water.
Yeah, there's no hole.
I hope there's a hole down there.
There's no hole.
Oh my god, the damn thing's gonna be.
God, that's poorly just sewn to the joey. I can literally see the seam giving out.
Are you serious that there's no hole down at the bottom?
That, for a hole.
That comes super surprising to me. That thing is gonna fill with snow and water and then freeze the ice and be such a pain in the ass.
It's a little bit of an oversight.
All right, so I basically, without saying I'm talking about design, I've been going over the design, and as you can see,
what you talk about during a product's review is its design.
So as you can hear from some of my design questions about
this thing is very questionable.
Well, not questionable. It's just they're things that I like, but at the same time you could have done it a little different or a little better. Is Scooby chasing that big ass dog down the road?
Yeah, oh, okay.
That's great. That lady just went take off running with her dog, and Scooby was chasing him.
Yeah, okay, no one knows what you're talking about, so get back to the review.
Anyways, well, Scooby
Before
is a dog.
I leave to get more food.
All right. Oh yeah, we gotta hurry up. We got food to eat. So design-wise, I've pointed out a few things that are not perfect, such as its way it leans a little bit. The arms are uneven, or at least they appear to be to me. And the whole thing is leaning a little bit. And the pouch. What wild animal do you see? Oh, there's not wild animals. They're moving those rocks. Anyway, who cares? Focus. The pouch not having a hole for the water to get out of. Probably not a big deal, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to cut a little. I'm going to probably have to cut a small little hole in that fabric to. So I have a feeling it's going to hold water, and that's going to be terrible.
So we're going to have to modify one of these. It might be a different one.
Anyway, and but that's a minor.
Trade out for a not defective kangaroo.
The upper, and I don't know, maybe the real kangaroos are like this, but it's super wide at the base and it narrows almost like a triangle before the head. I don't know if that's anatomically exactly how I love it. I'd like to see a little bit more size on the torso of it.
That's semi.
It might be, but it looks kind of awkward. So I would say design. I'm going to give it an 8. I don't think it's super great, but it is good. Okay. It looks kangaroo.
So I'm going to just forget this one's defective, because why not? And other than that, there's nothing really wrong other than the pouch oversight. I think it looks like a kangaroo. It's very much a kangaroo. If I were to modify this would be like a 9 or an 8. It's got good size, you know. I give it an 8, yeah. Feels too harsh to knock it down to a 7. We don't do half percentages. We could. In fact, I'm going to introduce...
no.
I'm doing a 7.5.
No, we're not doing
7.5.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I quit.
7.5.
Find a new reviewer.
No.
All right. Next is lighting. It has what I count as 4 LED lights.
Okay,
at least
Jimmy,
we think they're LED.
Have to cheap out.
Yeah, they should have done 5. You got a 10 by me. Now you only get an 8 because 4 times 2 is 8. Too bad. So sad for you. Ben, what do you give for legit lighting effect?
Not going to lie, this bitch is like a 7. So, I mean, the ears, do you expect them to light up? Yeah. I'm sure it'll glow some. But this light being positioned
at the neck,
way up there, and not giving more room to dangle here, that would help light up your candy cane a little, which is very dark with the arms. And then even the legs don't get...
No, because the light down... Maybe that middle light is supposed to be lower because the one the middle light being right behind the baby Joey is not effective.
I looked.
But at any rate, so we don't like the placement of lights. So what do you give for a score?
Literally 4 lights will have worked. Back the hell up. I'm pointing. You don't have to come.
They can't hear you.
One being down here, and then this one being moved to be like right here.
Do you like the placement of the head?
The head one's fine. I don't see why it's not a problem.
Because it's up by its eyes. It could be lowered to its nose right in the middle of the circle.
Could be if they need a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with it.
So maybe we'll dig into that. Maybe there
Or
is.
maybe I'll just swap it out for another one.
Anyway, all right. So what do you give it for score? An 8?
A 7. I said
You gave
7.
it a 7. So
7 plus a 7.5 is 14.5.
I'm at 8 and 8. All right. Next up is attention grabbing factor. So, in terms of attention, it lacks noise. It lacks animation. It lacks crazy blinky lights.
Licensing.
It lacks licensing, although it is an animal that you
But
don't
it's
see a
got
lot.
solid size and it's very unique, so you know.
Yeah, it's 10 foot. It is a kangaroo with a baby, and you don't see kangaroos very often in inflatables. So, yeah,
When's
give
the
it some
last time
credit.
there was a kangaroo? I cannot remember.
Might be the first. I know that when we first saw it, we were like, we got to get one of these. So, I mean, just because it was a kangaroo, we don't have a kangaroo.
Kangaroo's pretty cool.
And we don't have any kangaroos for Halloween, hence my desire to convert it. All
You
I
should
gotta do
hear
is
yourself converting someone.
converting the Christmas inflatable to Halloween by getting rid of the candy cane.
Shut up.
Add a little blood dripping down its mouth, and then make that like a
Last
bone.
time we got a blood modification done, it looked like a cartoony fuck.
That's because we let Brian like paste these
That
little
guy's fine.
plastic things on it instead of doing it the right way, which would be to paint it with blood.
If I could get that shit up, I
Uh,
would fucking
you have to.
redo it.
You can't use paint because paint washes off. You have to use genuine, real blood.
Okay.
We need to go get some. We need to go get some blood.
Okay.
Where'd that
The
hatchet go?
next.
I'm just kidding.
Come here, Rob. We need a
Not mine.
Scooby,
Somebody
we need a
else's.
sec-
No, not Scooby. We get in trouble for hurting the dog.
Oh, right. And Scooby defends the neighborhood. And
That's right.
chases away all the other dogs from taking a shit on my lawn. So
That's
I
right.
appreciate it.
Scooby's here to protect and serve, even though he's a tiny little chihuahua of like 4 pounds. Anyways, focus.
Bro's old.
Yeah, he's got to be like 17 years old. He is so freaking old.
Bro is in great health for his age.
Yeah.
We
Well,
cannot disrespect him. What were we going on about? Attention grabber.
attention
Did you
grabbing.
score?
Well, apparently it didn't grab my attention all that well because I can't even stay focused on the inflatable. I started talking about other stuff. I did not score it.
Why
I'm gonna
didn't you
give it.
score?
Just because it's 10 foot and it's unique being a kangaroo, it gets an 8.
I was going to give it an 8. That's not fair. We've got good size, you know. Other than, like, it's a giant sized inflatable from Walmart. If you know, you know. Like, they're 10 footers, they call a giant size.
Wait, this is from Walmart?
No, this is from Lowe's. I'm making a comparison, you dumb. Anyways, so this is like a giant size inflatable, and it's fairly good. It's thick. It's bigger than expected, and it's very unique being a kangaroo. Yeah, so I give it an 8.
Value. What did it cost? What did we pay?
Okay, so this thing retailed for $119. Holy fuck!
That's not that far off of what I would have expected. It's 10 foot.
This really should have been $99.99 with an extra light.
It was till inflation hit.
Oh no!
Oh, let's not talk about that. All right, move on.
Get ready for tariffs. Jimmy cannot stay in business with tariffs, according
be.
to their CEO.
That could
So
be
we're going to be
interesting.
out of a job too.
We wouldn't. We have plenty of stuff. Oh, we can review old ones.
Yeah.
There's a ton we have a ton we haven't reviewed, man.
Yeah.
Like we probably have 100 different, at least 100 inflatables we haven't reviewed. So we have at least a year's worth of reviews.
A year's worth.
What if you do 2 a week?
Buddy, we've tried to do 2 a week that one year that we first got started with the rebrand, and we barely put a dent in Halloween nor Christmas.
I know. I
We
think
get so much to have enough material, and then we don't have enough reviews.
honestly we have more than 100 inflatables we haven't reviewed because with
No
all
shit.
the different.
You have more than 500,
yeah.
probably.
Oh, that's just Christmas. And then we have like 400 for Halloween, and then we have like
Not to mention the other
almost 100
holidays.
Easter. Maybe not Easter. But it's 50.
Maybe we should shut up.
Focus,
What
focus,
value?
focus.
Value. So what are you
What-
doing it?
what did we
Half
pay?
off price or the
Yeah,
75%
I'm doing.
off
Well, what did we
price?
pay?
Both.
How many did we buy at each price?
Probably more at 75.
So
Maybe
we did,
one
so
or
we
two
did
at
get, So we
$50.
got some of these at $30,
Yeah.
and we got a bunch. Then we got some at $60.
We got a bunch at 30 bucks.
We did, huh?
I believe
many
so.
I don't know how many kangaroos we got. I know I was.
quite a few.
I know I was excited and happy to get kangaroos.
I think that, yeah, I think these are going to be worth something.
I don't think we got. I don't know. Well, let's just do 60 because I don't know.
I know that I got 30.
I know, but we paid
I know
60
I
for
got
the
30.
first one,
Okay, whatever. You're
and that's what matters. Okay. Well, which one are you doing?
I'm
30
doing
or 60?
Loser.
Well, it makes a difference on my score. So which one are you
Okay,
doing?
I'm doing 30.
Or you want me to do 30?
You
For
do whatever the hell
$30.
you want.
For $30 for 10
I'm
foot,
doing
it's a freaking 10.
Yeah, fair enough. 10, unique.
But if you do,
At
but
60,
if you do
I'd
60,
give
you
it a
get
9.
I give it an 8 for 60.
Really?
Yeah.
For something
It's
unique.
well, it's unique, but it's not licensed.
An
it's
inflatable kind of.
We could be
animal.
rocking and rolling a little with the wind.
There's a good chance we could see another kangaroo soon, actually.
Yeah, we can see a Halloween kangaroo that I make out of converting a.
Rob, your custom doesn't count as a new inflatable.
I'm doing it. We
Counts
need
as a
it.
custom.
If I do that, we have to do a review of it.
We can.
It'll get a 40. It'll
We
get
do
a
a
10, 10,
build
10,
video.
10. Anyways, focus.
0, 0,
Focus.
Customization.
Focus. I gave.
Uh-huh.
So which score did we go with, or which price did we go with? My 8 or my 10?
I'm going with 30, so I'm going with my 10.
I'm going with the $60, so I'm going with 8. That gives me a total of 32.
Okay, well, since I went with
An 8, 8, 8, 8.
Since I went with 30, I got a 10, and then I had an 8. That was 18 plus 14 and a half is 22 and a half plus 10, which is a 32 and a half. Get wrecked. Loser kid, I have a higher score.
Only because you went with a half. And because I went with the higher price, which gave me a lower score.
Okay, but this was pretty readily available at the $30 price.
Then that
if
would
you did
give
a
me.
little
Then that
searching.
would make mine a 34.
Too bad. You already said you're doing 60, so sucks to suck.
Why does it matter who's got the better score or lower
No.
score? Then what are we arguing about?
I don't know what you're arguing
All right,
about.
focus.
instead of admitting I'm right.
All right, so with all that being said, the kangaroo is going
As
to
you can
bounce
see,
out
as
of
it
here.
gets
If
darker,
it gets
it's
any
starting
windier,
to-
if it gets any windier, the kangaroo's going to start bouncing out of
This
here.
thing looks brighter on camera. Not in camera, in person. Anyway,
The brightness is okay.
that's a wrap. 10-foot kangaroo, pretty cool. And with all that being said, being on a holiday home wants to say, please shop at it. And of course, as always, like, subscribe, comment, and as
Like,
always,
subscribe, and comment.
Bye for now.